What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this cold Tuesday. I'm doing well myself. Come across this particular situation right here. And of course, we all know about the Palisades wildfires that took down a lot of homes of these entertainers out here, okay? Well, 7 days before those fires came about, we have the Golden Globes. And the host of the Golden Globes was Nikki Glaser, okay? And she basically was calling out the fact that none of the entertainers think the Most High, God is who they call him, for any of the success and none of the rewards that they got. You understand? And she called the place a God-forsaken town, okay? And as a result of that, 7 days later, we have this. Now, Galatians chapter 6, verse 7 has it right. Do not be deceived. God will not be mocked. Okay? Whatever a man sows, show that he shall reap. Okay? Whatever he sows, he will reap. Paraphrasing. Okay? And I guess it was actually 2 days later after that. I stand corrected. After she said what she said about it being a godless town. Okay? We know these people don't worship the Most High. We know the God that they serve, which is the devil. Demonic gods. You understand what I'm saying? This is basically the source of all of their rewards. You see, that's all it boils down to. It's the source of everything that they got. Their fortune, their fame, and what have you. You see. But it is what it is. The Most High will make his power known. Okay? Now, we had some of our people out there that's among them that live like them and think like them. Okay? And he also showed them as well what it is. Now I got a couple of videos basically. I want us to check out. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to give you a little short thing about them. One of the videos shows where one of the men lost everything. You understand what I'm saying? But someone else, they say that God, as they call him, had his hand over and saved his house. Okay? And then we have a brother that was out there, didn't have no water whatsoever. Every house burned down around him. He didn't have no water. He was begging, to get help, for someone to bring some water. It was the neighbors that help or what have you. His house didn't burn down. Now, those firemen, they didn't do anything. They didn't do nothing. But after a while, neighbors came around, helped to save his house. You see how the Most High worked. But without further ado, let's check it out for ourselves. Check this out.
For many people impacted by these fires, at least 5 now, there is nowhere left to go. CNN's Kyung Law spoke to some of the people who returned to survey the devastation.
Right over here is my kitchen, my living room. Oh my God. Pots and pans and stuff right there. Oh my God, yeah.
Hey, 25 years I've been here. Easy, 25. Gone. Less than 3 hours.
When you look out at your neighborhood, what happened here?
It just looked like a war zone here. This is a war zone. It looked just like a war zone.
I saw the fire at 2 o'clock. I took a picture and At 4 o'clock, my phone went off and it says evacuate, evacuate.
Did you know that you can have permanent TV?
That's what we did. There's nothing left. I literally just have the clothes on my back. There's nothing. Things that my grandmother gave me, my granddaughter, she's always making me something and I put it in a frame, you know. I don't have those no more.
Yvette said that this guy's house was touched by God.
It had to be, because it sure didn't burn.
But if his house is touched by God, what happened to the rest of the neighborhood?
God didn't care about us. There it shows it right now. But I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to close my gate, and I'm going to get out of here, because it's just making me sick.
Oh my God, that is devastating. Ken Long, thanks for bringing us their points of view. Let's go live now to Pacific Palisades.
During our extensive coverage, though, we want to show you Haley Winslow talking to a man who is begging for the community to help put out the flames of his home. Take a listen to this.
I was told that my house burned down. I drove up. I needed to see it. I wanted to get some clothes for my son. The entire neighborhood is burnt down, but somehow my house does not even have a scratch. There's no fire damage. I went in, but the house next to mine is still on fire. So I'm going around begging anybody to come put out that fire to protect my home.
Because there's no water.
There's no water pressure. I tried to turn on the water myself. I would have tried to put it out, but I have no water pressure, so I have no way of putting it
So
out.
you and your wife are just trying to go get bottled water? What?
Yeah, so my wife went to get bottled water. I'm going to meet her down the hill, and we're just going to try and throw bottled water on it, but I don't know if that's going to work.
You need a lot more than that. And so the firefighters said that you're basically not on the list right now?
They said they had a list of places to go. They're spread thin. I understand. I really understand.
Yeah, I know. So you're just begging somebody, if anybody's got water and can help. You're about a mile down the road from your, tell us your
Yes,
address.
I'm at 615 East Los Flores Drive, Altadena, California, 91001. I'm begging anyone to help put out this fire.
So he's got fire basically all around his house, and somehow there's no damage to his house yet, but it's only a matter of time, and there's literally no water to be able to fight it himself.
Correct.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Help. Please help.
That's the desperation you're hearing from so many residents who are facing this tragedy. The fact that there is no water, these hydrants are tapped out. Obviously, this is a bigger discussion and debate and problem that needs to be solved. But right when we're in the thick of this and in an emergency situation, the fact that fire responders and first responders, fire crews out there are trying to tap into these hydrants and then a trickle comes out, not enough water to douse these flames. It's so frustrating for these homeowners, for these neighbors, these community members to face this situation knowing that help is there, help may be on the way, but there are no resources for firefighters to be able to tackle these blazes. And we're hearing this time and time again, and the desperation, the frustration, the emotions running high, and people losing their homes and everything they have inside. It is just so heartbreaking to hear. And this message, of course, was received by hundreds of people who watched this. A lot of people around the world sending this man and this area water and supplies. Listen to this.
And thanks to you guys in the public, all over the country, this guy was out of water, of course. He and his wife going to the store to get bottled water to throw on their house. He lost his uncle's house, his mother's house. There was fire literally all around his house, and he was desperate for somebody to come help him. The community stepped up. And he right now has a home still tonight because of you. So here's what he had to say earlier.
I hope I can get some help. To know that my house is standing and then I might lose it because I just couldn't get help, that will even be more painful than it being gone last night.
So again, I mean, I know that, LAFD was asking only firefighters yesterday that are, with the force, but maybe off duty to help. But maybe if there's somebody out there who's got firefighter experience and they're trying to see what they can do, anything you can do to help guys like Chris Anderson are just begging. They're out of water and there's nothing else that they can do. I know he could really use the help.
And speaking of resources and
So
manpower,
people did step up and help. Literally all over the country, people were dropping off, giving them tips, and then coming to his house and dropping off cases of water. And with everybody's help, they were able to save his house. Of course, there's still fire all around it, so he's hoping that it stays that way. Poor guy, he was literally crying, just desperate. So thank you to everybody out there who stepped up and helped him.
Well, we see it firsthand. When you forsake the Most High, he forsakes you. If you don't forsake the Most High, he won't forsake you. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, whoever those houses belong to that were actually spared must be worshiping the Most High, must be praising the Most High. You understand? Somewhere in their life. You see, because as we can see for these ones that the comedian Nikki Glaser was talking about, far as God-forsaken town, something like that. She said. She didn't say God-forsaken, but it is God-forsaken now. She said this godless town. Okay. Well, we see what took place with them. Those guys out there, they lost almost everything. You see, these were some of the same people that thought they could not be touched when it comes down to the Most High, because the God that they serve will protect them. They ain't realized yet that the Most High is not considered the Most High for nothing. He is the God of all gods. If you understand, you see what I'm saying. So that's just what it boils down to. See, they gonna learn yet. It's still not too late to repent. But them being in their pride, more than likely they won't. You see? Because the more and more that the Most High touch them, the more and more they will curse him, because, well, the way he gets their attention, he's taking things from them. And they're not repenting. They're not worshiping. Basically, that's what it boils down to. As for that brother that begged people for help, Most High came through for him. And as we know of, his house is still standing, just like the one that they said that the Most High had his hand on to stop his home from being burnt down. Now I can see that the first dude was actually bitter that the house that was next to him didn't burn down. You see, this should tell him something in his life, as if he's not praising the Most High, if he's not repenting, because this is what it is. The Most High will get your attention in ways that you don't want him to get your attention. Now, it's up to you if you take heed of it or not. You see, but don't be envious of the one that was spared. You see, don't have that spirit of Cain. Just because you lost yours and the Most High spared them. Take it as a lesson learned. Bow down, repent, and move on. That's just that's the way I see it. Okay. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular video right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. That's if you can comment. But make sure you like and share this video and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.